Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is February 1st, 2021. Just want to say hello to everybody. I made a prediction on January 14th. The video is up on my channel. And in that video, I spoke about how the actor Dustin Diamond, there was a really high possibility that he might die at the age of 44 and not make it to his 45th birthday. I got a lot of hate from that video because a lot of people said that I was wishing death on him. And that's not the case. You guys are missing the point. The thing is, I've been doing this work for a very long time. And most of the times when these celebrities make the headlines, and they have some type of connection to the number 44, that usually means that this person is either going to die or they're already dead. And when they announced this man's illness, because they said back on January 14th that he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Once that announcement came out, I looked up at his age. He was 44 years old. And of course, the number 44, it always connects to death, right? Because the word kill and execution stems from 44. So when I read the report, it said that it's possible that he might be diagnosed with cancer because he was in the hospital in Florida that day. And they wasn't sure if it was cancer or something else. So I said, wow, he's 44 years old and he might have cancer. It's a real high possibility this guy doesn't make it to his 45th birthday because of the gematria, because of the language that these people operate by. All these celebrities, all their careers, their death, everything is scripted around the code of gematria. All of it, every single thing, everything they do, everything they say, everything. Even the people who they marry, the people who they date, everything that comes through the mainstream media, it's all one is a deception. Most of it's a lie. Secondly, it's all coded and it's all scripted. It's all pre-planned. So when I looked up his age, I said, wow, he's 44 years old. He might have cancer, right? And that was, look at the date, January 14th. You can go on my channel right now and look up this video. Look it up. Look at the things that I said in that video. This was 2 weeks ago. I usually don't make predictions of when the people are going to die, but this was such an obvious one. The guy was 44. He might have cancer. I mean, case closed. And then today we get the news that he is dead at the age of 44. Dustin Diamond dead at 44 from stage 4 lung cancer. Just like I said in that video. Because I understand the numbers. I understand what the media is communicating through the numbers. A lot of us, we wasn't educated on understanding numbers and reading numbers. But numbers are just like letters. But unless you understand how they convert numbers into letters and letters into numbers, then you will never be able to make these predictions like I did. Just notice his initials, Dustin Diamond, right? DD. D is the fourth letter in the alphabet. A, B, C, D, right? So his initials is 44. So he's 44. His initials is DD, like 44. And then he might have cancer, a term that sums to 44 in gematria. It's real simple. So gematria is just the alphabetic order, and you apply the number to the letter according to its position in the alphabet. So the letter C, that's the third letter in the alphabet, equals 3. A is the first, N is the 14th, C is the third, E is the 5th, and R is the 18th. Once you apply the number to the letter, you add up all the values. Cancer sums to 44. So he is dead from cancer at the age of 44, the guy with the DD initials. And on the day of his diagnosis, they said that he was undergoing chemo. Chemo is another term that sums to 44 in gematria. And then today, they said that he died from lung cancer. Lung cancer sums to 44 in gematria. And what made this all even more perfect is the day that he died. Today is the day with 44 numerology. February is the second month, 2. Today's the first, plus 1, plus 20, plus 21, this is the year, 2021, sums to 44. So not only does the guy dies from cancer, which is 44, he's 44 years old, lung cancer is 44. He underwent chemo recently, which sums to 44, but he also dies on a day with 44 numerology. This is why that prediction was so easy to make. Now, what I said in that video is I thought he was going to die 44 days after this news. But no, it actually came even on a even better date. It came on a day with 44 numerology. So cancer, chemo, lung cancer, the word kill is 44. Execution sums to 44. And notice his birthday. He was born January 7th, 1/7. The word kill is 44 and 17 because there's 4 base ciphers. All right. I'll get into the base ciphers in a second if you guys are new here. So from January 7th, his last birthday, to the announcement of his death today on February 1st, he died 25 days after his birthday, after his 44th birthday. And the word death is 45. So that 25 days after his birthday. And death is also 38. And he's known for playing this character on Saved by the Bell. Screech, a name that sums to 38 in gematria. So Screech, which equals 38, that's 25 days after his birthday, the gematria of the word death. And he was born Dustin Neil Diamond, sums to 187 and 79, just like Society of Jesus, the people behind these rituals. A lot of you say, well, who's doing all this? How is this so perfect? Well, it's the Jesuits. They are a religious order. They believe in these numbers. These numbers have power according to their beliefs. And they conduct everything. They control everything. But they conduct everything by this code. Because the belief is that God created the world this way with letters, numbers, and words. So they're trying to play God over the masses. The word sacrifice sums to 73. And that's the 21st prime number. He's dead on 2/1, like 21, February 1st. And before he died, on Patreon, I made an absolute great prediction. I said that the fighter Dustin Poirier was going to defeat Conor McGregor. And that was at UFC 257. And one of the reasons I made that prediction is because the fighter, Dustin Glenn Poirier, his full name sums to 257 in gematria. And this was fight UFC 257. But this fighter, his nickname is Dustin the Diamond. Dustin the Diamond. And recently we just had the news that Dustin Diamond, the actor, was in the hospital for possible cancer diagnosis. So I'm like, these two things have to be connected. And what I pointed out in that video, that's another video that I put up on my YouTube channel. You guys could look that up, where I talk about it. All this stuff is I mean, I'm not a psychic, people. The only reason I'm able to see all this stuff is because of the understanding that I have for the numbers, right? So look up this video here. UFC rigged by the numbers. That's the way I predict. Well, I'll recap my prediction on the UFC fight. But his name is 257. He wins the main event at UFC 257. But 257 also connects to blood sacrifice. And think about it, right? So we all know Dustin Diamond as Screech from Saved by the Bell, right? You see the term Saved by the Bell, that's a boxing term. Like, fighters. Somebody's getting beat up in the ring. And, they usually say, oh, he got saved by the bell. Because if it wasn't for the bell, the guy probably would have died in the ring, right? And if you guys saw the fight with Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor got basically saved by the bell because he got knocked out in the second round. So I'm like, these two things have to be connected. And look, now we get the death of Dustin Diamond, right? A blood sacrifice by the numbers. Right after the fighter wins at UFC 257, the guy with the nickname The Diamond. And there's probably a lot more to this that I'm missing. But, I mean, that's pretty clear and cut. I mean, I don't really need anything else to see what's going on. These things, sports and media, it's all connected. It's sick how they do it because it's always so perfect. But they are doing it this way. And that's how we are able to predict people's deaths before they die, There's a lot of people who survive cancer. So I don't want you guys saying that, oh, he had cancer, he was supposed to die. No, that's not true. There's a lot of cancer survivors out there. For me to make this prediction and then for it to come true just a couple of weeks after, I mean, how can you guys explain that? If this is not what's going on, then what? You tell me what's going on. Are all these things a coincidence? The guy's initials DD, like 44, dies at 44 from cancer, chemo, and lung cancer. Are all 44? I mean, that's a lot of 44s. And then for him to die on the day with 44 numerology, isn't that suspicious? Isn't that suspicious, guys? Come on. He had an unbelievable career because it seems like he was also a porn star. And I'm not sure if porn sums to 44, but I won't be surprised. Let me see. Okay, so porn does not equal 45. Because supposedly there was a porn tape that went viral. And, you know, everything that these people do is not on their own will. It's all been coded by the Jesuits. The Jesuits control these celebrities. Everything they do is by the code. But okay, so it's maybe sex tape because I know. I mean, and look how sick it is, right? So the sex tape was called "Screech," saved by the smell. I mean, this stuff is just sick stuff. Saved by the smell. Oh my God. But no, so maybe sex tape doesn't have a connection to the number 44. But there's a lot of 44s in this guy's death. I mean, the guy, they flooded his death with a 44. And the thing about 4 is in Chinese culture, the number 4, it sounds like the word death. And the guy died 25 days after his birthday. The death is 25. But it says here that in 2006, Dustin directed and released his own sex tape, Screech, Saved by the Smell. Disgusting. Initially, Diamond claimed the sex tape got out because he and some buddies had a monthly gathering. Ew. I don't want to read it anymore. This stuff is sick. But yeah, so his most memorable work of art is his role in Saved by the Bell. It says here that he played in 82 episodes. Samuel Powers. That was his character name. Let's see what the gematria of that is. Won't be surprised if you see some interest. Oh, look at that. It sums to 228, like the word death in English Sumerian. So if you guys are new here, these are the 4 base ciphers. This is simple stuff. The alphabetic order forwards and backwards. In this cipher, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and so on. This cipher, you apply the rules of numerology. So all the double-digit letters, you convert it into a single-digit number. These 2 ciphers is the alphabetic order in reverse, right? A is 26, back down to Z is 1. And in this cipher, you apply the rules of numerology by having the alphabetic order in reverse. And these are only 4. I mean, there's other ciphers out there, but I guess with these 4, you can see through everything. Pretty much everything. So Samuel Power sums to 67, like blood sacrifice. And then you include this other nickname, Screech, it sums to 228, like the word death in English Sumerian. Another cipher that's really relevant to these rituals, right? But the main point here is that he dies at 44 from cancer. From lung cancer. Out of all the cancers out there, he dies from lung cancer, a term that sums to 44. I mean, come on. Debate this if you like. But this is what's going on, and I made this prediction 2 weeks ago. Just go to my channel. It's right here. Actually, I guess this video is only 3 minutes. We can watch it. This was 2 weeks ago. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is January 14th, 2021. Now, this story came out a couple of days ago that the Saved by the Dustin Diamond, he was hospitalized and they suspect that he may have cancer. And of course, this is the actor that played the character Screech in Saved by the Bell. You guys should remember him. I mean, that was a very classic show, Saved by the Bell. And they suspect that he may have cancer. He's been in the hospital for the past 2 days. And I want to show you guys what's interesting about this, right? So they're saying that he may have cancer. And I looked up his age. This guy is 44 years old. 44. And of course, in the language of gematria, cancer equals 44, like chemo. And of course, the word. So this is a very interesting story. I wonder what day this man kicks a bucket. I'm pretty confident, sad to say this, but I'm confident that this man doesn't make it past the age of 44 because I've covered so many stories in the past of people dying from cancer in connection to the number 44. I mean, a lot of stories. But if you guys remember the character Screech, one of the funniest characters in the show, his name, Screech, sums to 38 in gematria. And supposedly he was hospitalized in Florida. Florida has gematria of 38. And of course, murder, death, killing, RIP all equal 38 in gematria. I call that the death, murder, kill number. So a character that he was most known for, Screech, has the connection to the number 38. He is a 44-year-old, and they suspect that he may have cancer. So let's see if we get a headline of this actor dead at the age of 44 in the upcoming days. Right, so that was on January 14th that I made this video. And something I mentioned in that video is that he was hospitalized on January 12th. I think we should measure how many days after the news of his hospitalization. So, it came out 20. It came out 20 days. He died 20 days after his hospitalization. The word death is also 20. So look at this. Look at this. You see, death is 38, right? The character that he's known for, Screech, sums to 38. Death is 20. He died 20 days after the January 12th news that he was hospitalized. Death is also 97 and 25. 97 is his 25th prime. He died 25 days after his birthday. 97 is the 25th prime. So 97 and 25, they have a real close connection through prime numbers. So look at that, right? So we get a death 25 days after his birthday, 20 days after his hospitalization. And then the character he played for sums to 38. So there you have it. Just want to say rest in peace to this man. And it's just sick that this stuff continues to go on and people continue to debate it. But yeah, look at this, right? So this is the fighter that I was talking about. Saved by the Bell. I mean, that's just, I seen your face. That's a boxing term. He beat Conor McGregor. The odds of him was plus 255 at Vegas casinos. Conor McGregor was the heavy favorite in this fight, and he still lost to Dustin Diamond. Or should I say Dustin the Diamond? At UFC 257, the number that connects to blood sacrifice. And I guess he's dead, what is it, 12 days after this fighter's birthday? This fighter is 32 years old. Today's the 32nd day of the year. But yeah, that fighter's full name, 257. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm going to say rest in peace to Dustin Diamond. Really young and really talented man. Saved by the Bell was really a classic sitcom. So, and keep in mind the word sitcom is 83 and 38. I think sitcom has the perfect gematria with murder. Yeah, it's 25, right? Sitcom is 25. 83 and 38 like murder, and 79 like murder. And his full name is also 79 like murder. But I'm gonna leave it there. I think I got my point across. Rest in peace, Dustin Diamond. And thanks everybody for joining us.